Hello. In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating some of the options that we have available in the AOI Hub reporting template that can be useful where you're dealing with a large number of financial institutions to be reported in a single submission file. Our usual default position in the AOI Hub template is that each financial institution has a separate worksheet for the accounts that relate to that FI. If you've got a large number of financial institutions, for example, if you've got trustee documented trusts that are all to go in the same submission file, this can get quite large and can be difficult to manage. So we've introduced an option that's accessed from the Options tab to report all accounts on the same worksheet. So a single accounts data worksheet for all financial institutions, so that rather than having one sheet per FI, you just have one accounts data sheet. And I'll show you how that works in a moment. We also have an option for a bulk upload of all of your financial institution details. Usually by default, you would add FIs in here and use the plus button to add each financial institution. But because that can be a long process adding them manually, we also have an import option. If I click on the import button, there's an option for financial institution details, and if I click to continue, I can select an Excel workbook where I have the details of my FIs. And if I get the right worksheet and settings, I can then import those and that's imported the details of those FIs. So you can see in this section it's added all of these. If I click on any of the FI details, I can see that it's imported these. These are trustee documented trusts. It's imported the data from that spreadsheet, and each of these are sponsored by the same sponsoring entity that we've got set up here in the file. If I now go to have a look at the accounts data sheet, what we have when we've selected the option to have all of the accounts data on a single sheet is a column here to identify the FI. I'll just show you how that works by importing some data. So I've got a workbook already defined here for the accounts data. Okay, and on here the FI number is used to identify which FI the accounts relate to, and these numbers correspond with the FIs on the config sheet. What's really useful on here is that I can use the filter at the top on the toolbar to display only the accounts for a specified FI. So if I select the Emerald Trust, it's only going to be showing me those accounts. If I switch to another one, etc. I'm going to click on Create the Reports. That's identified that there are 3 FATCA reportable accounts and 53 CRS. I could create both reports at this stage, but I'm just, for the purposes of this demo, going to go for the Common Reporting Standard and click on Proceed. And that is now going to create a single submission file, XML file, and an accompanying management report that includes all of those financial institutions and accounts. Okay, that's now complete. Let's take a look at the reports. We'll have a look at the management report first. We can see on here in the summary that we've got a number of different financial institutions, each with a varying number of reportable accounts. Including in the submission file will be the details of each FI, so all of those details are firstly displayed to you there. And then we'll get into the individual accounts details for each of these FIs. We take a look at the XML file, which will be the actual file to be submitted. That will show the same data and section for each financial institution with its corresponding accounts. You can then download that to a location of your choice before uploading to submit. We hope that you found that video useful. Please look out for further updates on our YouTube, LinkedIn and Twitter.